Hello, my name's Scott. I'm a professional magician and this is a magic review.
It's a kind of magic.
In today's review, I am very lucky and fortunate enough to be able to show you the brand new Quantum Key version 2 by Hanson Chien production company. This is not even on the market for sale yet, and I have some details about when it will be in this review, but my TLDR on the 2025 Quantum Key by Hanson Chien is that it's basically the definitive key through anything. If you've owned any version of pen through anything before, you'll know what you're getting here. This is the best version that there has been, or at least that I've ever seen of this product. If you want to put your key through a bill and then take it out, or if you want to put it through a cloth, a silk, do a key bite, anything like this, I do believe that currently this is the best version that will accomplish all of those things. That's my TLDR on the 2025 Quantum Key by Hanson Chien. But what is it? I've told you basically what it is and what the effect is. It's a key through anything. So you receive a couple of things which I'll touch on in my next point. But what it is a gimmicked precision-made key that allows you to accomplish a bunch of different magic effects of penetrations, and it allows you to do it in the cleanest way possible with a level of manufacturing that makes it the most deceptive it has ever been. That's what the Quantum Key by Hanson Chien is. What do you get if you purchase it though? You receive a QR code and a link to the instructions on the inside of the box. The instructions are, so I have an early version of the instructions. They're about 30 minutes long. There might be a few adjustments before the final product is released. My instructions didn't have any English subtitles on. There will be English subtitles on the instructions that you receive, but even with the Chinese spoken instructions, it's very easy and very clear to understand. All of the angles that they show you are really clear, and they take you through 3, 4, 5 routines, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, of different ideas, from key bite to key through t-shirt, of course the classic key through bill, and that's what you're receiving with the instructions. You also receive 2 keys, a key ring to keep them on if you don't have one, and then back here behind the pull tab is a holder as well, which is quite nice, I think, and it's a double-sided holder so that you can switch out the keys. That is what you receive when you're purchasing Quantum Key by Hanson Chien. How easy is it to do? Really easy. This is a really old trick. This is not the first version. This is not the second version. This is the, I don't know, 10th or 20th version of this trick. And it uses the most up-to-date manufacturing techniques. So this is something that probably most magicians will be familiar with. If you're not familiar with it, it only takes minimal sleight of hand. A beginner magician, a hobbyist magician can perform this. It's a very easy trick to perform. Now, it does take a little bit of practice and a little bit of experience to make it look really convincing and to make it really look and feel like magic. But the basic moves and the basic handling are really simple and straightforward, so that basically anyone from a child up to an old age pensioner will be able to perform with relative ease in a short amount of time. And the reset time is fantastic. It's instant reset, basically. The key does everything for you, and that's it. There's nothing really else to say here. You're going to borrow a bill, or you can use your own, or just a piece of paper, or anything, basically. Anything where the magic will reach through it. So you could even do it through a piece of thin wood or anything like that. And that's it for the reset time. You pop it off your chain, or you can even do it with the key on your chain, and you pop it through something, you penetrate it, you pull it back out, and you're already reset, ready to go again. So instant for this one, which is probably the most perfect kind of reset time that we hope for as magicians. Angles are kind of limited. You have a really good broad and wide area that you can perform this. There's a few considerations to think of from below and from very low angles, but for the most part, you're covered, pretty much surrounded. There's only a few small areas of concern when it comes to the angles of performing Quantum Key. And it's also not going to take much skill to manage those angles, because the key is fairly small and because the angles are covered simply by your hand. So the angles are very, very good on this one. Almost as good as the pocket space. The pocket space is this, basically, and that's if you want to swap out the key for the ungimmicked key that they also include. And if you want, you can use the little pouch that's included to swap it out by popping it in, turning it over, and then you're done, and you can leave it there, and someone can say, oh, can I look at the key? And you take it out again. Of course you can, yes, look at the key. I think that the pocket space that's required for this, for what you receive and the ability it gives you to perform in a magic trick, I think is great. And so far, I've been really enjoying practicing and performing this. My final thoughts on this are, I don't currently know how much this will cost because it isn't released yet. So that does play a factor in whether I recommend that you buy this or not. But as I said at the beginning of the review, for me, this is kind of the definitive version. Currently, at the beginning of 2025, the definitive version of key through anything. I'm going to put a close-up on the screen right now. Can you tell the difference between these two keys? Because one of them is the gimmicked key and one of them is just a regular key, because I can't tell the difference between either of them. That is how well made the Quantum Key is. And I will tell you that this will be releasing just after Blackpool Magic Convention 2025, but Hanson Chien Production Company will have 50, that's 50 units available at the Blackpool Magic Convention. So if you're watching this review before Blackpool Magic Convention 2025 and you really like the look of this new version of the Quantum Key, then I highly recommend that you go over to the Hanson Chien stand at Blackpool Magic Convention and buy one of these ASAP, because as I said, they only have 50. And then the product will go on public launch worldwide shortly after Blackpool Magic Convention at the end of February or sometime in March. That's what Hanson Chien Production Company have told me, and I'm passing that information on to you. That, I think, is everything for this review. I really like it. As I said, I think that this is the definitive version of key through anything. It's a great everyday carry. Price point may prevent some people from buying this. I can't imagine this is going to be cheap, but it is an incredibly well-made product. So hats off to Hanson Chien Production Company for the work that's gone into making the Quantum Key. That's my review for today. If you have any questions on this, leave it in a comment below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next review.